Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make this crochet basket. Now I've put a couple of chocolate eggs in it. You can do this any way you like. You can do it for Easter. You can do it for Mother's Day. I'm going to just take these out so I can tip it up and show you. You can do these for Mother's Day. You can make them pink and you can put bath things in it for Mother's Day. You can make them for newborn babies. You can do them for blue, pink, or whatever colour you like. And you can put baby items in there and then wrap it all up in a clear see-through plastic and give it as a gift. Now the basket is made with a wooden base. It's so much more substantial than doing a crochet base. It gives it a little bit of stability and it's quite sturdy. It's quite sturdy. You can get a lot in there. And I've just popped in my chocolate eggs for Easter. It's going to be Easter soon. Chocolate eggs, you can do it for Mother's Day. I think Mother's Day is definitely before Easter. Mother's Day is in a few weeks. So you can do this in all different colours. And I did mine in a lemon. I put a bow on it and some ribbon. And I did this. Oops, my chocolate eggs are falling out. I did this in about an hour. It only took me less than an hour. It's 2 rows of increase, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows of crochet, one for the ribbon and one more on the top, and that's it. This is so quick and super easy. So I'm going to show you how to do this. So I'm going to use this odd ball that I have. That's going to be enough. This is a 100-gram ball, but I think there's only about 50 grams left in it. So what I'm going to show you to do the base of the basket, so that, wait till I get my other one that I'm still working on, so that you get a really nice base on the basket like this. I'm going to show you how to do it. Now these wooden basket bases, they're called DIY basket bases. They come in all different sizes. Now down in the pinned comment I'll tell you how big this is. This one's got 38 holes in it. It's got 38 holes. This one is 8 inches. It's 8 inches wide. That's about 21 centimetres. That's how big that is on that one. And it's got 38 holes, if you need to know that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to use, I'm still using a small hook. I'm using this UK 3.75 crochet hook because I want my stitches to be quite small. What you're going to do is you're going to put your hook, make sure your hook, I mean these holes are really big and it's really definitely taking this hook, but I'm using a small hook so that I can get small stitches for the body of the basket. The smaller the stitch and the more compact it is, the more substantial your basket will be. Your basket will be more rigid. So put my hook through and I'm going to hook my yarn through like this. I'm just going to take the tail end over that one. Now into the next hole, put your hook through and pull your working yarn through that hole. I'm just going to tighten that one up a little bit. Now you've got 2 loops, so pull one loop through the other like this. Go through the hole again, and what you can do if you want, just take your tail and wrap it around, and it's going to take that tail end and it will wrap it all in. Pull your yarn through, you've got 2 loops, and pull one loop through the other and move over to the next hole. Now I'm going to take my tail end again and wrap it around, just so that I wrap it all in. I don't need to sew it. Pull your yarn through, that's your working yarn, and loop it through into the next one. I'm going to take my tail and I'm just going to wind it around there. Pull my yarn through. That saves you from tying it in. Once we do our stitches, all that'll get all taken in with the basket and you won't see it at all. So I've got my 2 loops and pull through. Through the next one, I'm just going to take my tail around, pull my working yarn through, oops, and then loop through that one. And you get this chain on the bottom. So I'm at my last one like this. What I'm going to do is take my hook out and bring it through that last space there. Put my hook over there, my little loop rather, not my hook, and pull it through to that other side. Just pull that last loop through to this side here. This is the inside now, and you can see that I've just looped that tail in around there, and that's what the chain looks like on the bottom. It gives it a nice clean bottom for standing down. What you're going to do now is we're going to chain 1 and into that first stitch. Now the stitches are in between the holes. Push your hook through those stitches. Just push it through that yarn. I'll pull that up a little, zoom in. So you're pushing it under the stitch, pull your yarn through and do a UK double crochet. Now into the same stitch, just push your hook through. You're going to put 2 double crochets into each of these stitches. Yarn over, you've got 2 loops, yarn over and pull through. Now move to the next space. Now the space we're using is the space between the holes through here. You'll see it more clearly here. We're going under this stitch here. We're going under these stitches. If you find it a little bit difficult, just grab it like this and pull it up and push your hook through. Once you've got your hook through and done this row, the rest of it's really easy. So 1 double crochet and go into the same space and 2 double crochets. Into the next one, put your hook under, pull through and do a double crochet. If you're in the USA, this is a single crochet. Now you can see the stitch we're going into and do another one. You're going to put 2 double crochets under each of these stitches. Just pull it up and through, just like that. 1 and 2 all the way around. Oops, don't do a yarn over. Just push it through and there we are. And then to the next one. That's 1 and 2. Then move to the next one. All the way around. You're going to do that all the way around. And we've got 38 holes. We should end up with 76 stitches all together, all the way around. So I've got 1 more stitch to put into this last loop. And then I'm going to slip stitch to that first stitch in my row. Slip stitch to close that row off. Now if you want, you can put a stitch marker here so you know when you've finished your row, but these stitches are quite big so you can see them anyway. I'm going to chain 1. Now what I'm going to do, every 5th stitch I'm going to increase by 1. So now the stitch we're going to use is a half treble crochet. So you've got your loop on your hook, put your yarn over and go in through the next stitch. Pull your yarn through, then come through all 3 loops. Put your yarn over and pull through the 3 loops. So that's 1 done. That's 2. Go to the next one, that's 3. 1 into each stitch, that's 3. And that one is my 4th one. Now into the 5th stitch, I'm going to put 2 half treble crochets into every 5th stitch. That's 1 and 2. I'll put 1 into the next 4 stitches and then I'll increase into the 5th stitch. And if you're in the USA, this is a half double crochet. That's 1, 2, 3, and that's my 4th one. And then I'll increase. I'm going to put 2 into the next stitch all the way around. Now don't worry if you get all the way around if you don't have a complete 4th one. Just work as long as you can get to here and then slip stitch into that stitch. So I'm going to do this increase row all the way around. First stitch that's here, and I'm going to slip stitch. So onto the top of that stitch, I'm going to slip stitch. And that's us got our increase rows done. Now I'm going to do 4 rows. That's 4 rows of half treble crochets, 1 into every stitch around. So I'm just going to do my yarn over and go into my very next stitch. And I'm going to put 1 half treble crochet into each stitch. I'm going to do 4 rows, 1 into each stitch, 1 half treble crochet. And if you're in the USA or another country, this is a half double crochet. And once I've got that done, I'll come back and I'll show you how to do the stitch for the ribbon and how to thread in the ribbon. So 1 half treble into every stitch, and we're going to do 4 rounds. So once I've got that done, I'll come back and show you what it looks like. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to put a row of treble crochets in so I can weave my ribbon around the basket. 1, 2 and 3. Now you don't need to do this part. You can just tie a bow on the front. You don't need to put the ribbon all the way around if you don't want to. So I'm just going to go into every stitch and I'm going to put a treble crochet in. And what I'll do is I'll get my ribbon on a safety pin and weave it in and out these stitches. And that will give it a nice little border all the way around the basket. So I'm going to do my 1 treble crochet. That's a UK treble crochet. If you're in the USA, this is a double crochet. And then I'll go back to my half treble crochet or a half double crochet if you're in the USA. I know that some people will say, you're confusing me by telling me the 2 different terms, but a lot of the people in the US and Canada and those places watch my tutorials as well, and it's only fair that I say both terms. My basket completed, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn around to where my back seam is. I've got myself a piece of ribbon that will go around my basket with some extra because we're going to weave it in. I've got this little bow And I'm going to cheat with it because look at this. If you give this a gift to a little girl for Easter, they can always take that bow off and use it in their hair. They can use the ribbon as well. They can always take the ribbon out. So what I'm going to do is once I've got the ribbon around, I'm going to use the bow and I'm going to put it over the ribbon like that, and that'll hold it onto the basket. So I'm going to the front of my basket. Don't worry about it looking a little bit misshaped. It's not. Once the ribbon's on, it'll sort of pull it into that part there that's making it stick out slightly is because it's bigger stitches. So I'm just going to go roughly into the middle of where that back seam is and just come down here. This is where I'm going to join my ribbon on the front. I'll put my bow in and that'll clip on. You can do it from the back and just stitch the ribbon on if you want to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go under this stitch, over that one and under that one and pull my ribbon through. So over that one, under, over, under, over the next stitch and under, and then just pull your ribbon. You can straighten all your ribbon out once you've got it all the way around. So I've got my ribbon around. I'm just going to trim that edge off. Now I got these on Amazon and you can get them on eBay. You get a 25-meter reel. I think it's about £2.95. So if you look on eBay and Amazon for those, and the same with these bows, they're handmade, ready-made bows, and I got a pack of 20 pairs, so there was 40 bows, 2 of each colour, and they're fantastic for this. So all I'm going to do is fold that end down because I want the person that's getting this basket to be able to use the ribbon. I'm going to thread my little crocodile clip in through there, or the clip through a couple of the stitches. I'll tuck my end in and that clip's going to hold it down, and that puts your ribbon on your basket like that, and that's your basket done. That's it completed. Now you can do them any colour you like. If you've got it, you can use this for keeping your balls of wool in as well. If you're doing crochet, you can use them for lots of different things, and you can use lots of different materials. You can use yarn, you can use t-shirt yarn. You can pop a plate inside there and then put a plant pot in, but make sure you put a plate in for the water if you're going to water your plants. So they've got lots of different uses, and if you have any ideas, then just leave a little comment in the comment section for other people. And it's really pretty. Look at that. It is so pretty. Now I'm going to fill it up with my Easter eggs, and I'll show you a picture at the end of the video. So thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed already. Help me get up to 1,000,000 subscribers. It's going to take some time, but of everyone who watches the channel, if you subscribe to the channel and then you just leave your subscription there, it doesn't cost any money whatsoever to subscribe to this channel. And if you click on the bell icon, if you want, then YouTube will tell you when I put up another tutorial. So until the next time, happy crafting, and I'll see you all again soon. Goodbye.